I didn't necessarily want to be an engineer. My first dream was to be an inventor, so I guess this is as close as you can get. My grandpa was an engineer, so I always wanted to follow his footsteps. He would sit me down and explain gyroscopes and things like that to me. I chose Illinois because it was a very good value. It was an in-state school. It's one of the best public schools you can attend, and especially with engineering, it's a highly ranked college, so I was looking to get the best bang for my buck, and I think I did that. I decided on general engineering because I didn't exactly know which sort of engineering that I wanted to go into. So the way it was presented to me was general engineering as sort of an overview of all the other types of engineerings and sort of a culmination. So when I applied, I just checked the box, thinking if I found something that I loved, I could, switch out of it or transfer into a different part of the college. I ended up loving it. General engineering majors are traditionally very good at communicating. So there's a lot of people who do concentrate in that business aspect, and that really is appealing to different employers because you want an engineer who can handle both the strict, kind of tough engineering type problems and someone who can tell you what that actually means. So I'm currently taking a lab class called mechatronics, and it's just opened up a whole new world.
It's really the same word as robotics for the most part, but it kind of says what robotics is a little bit more. It's mechanical and electronics mixed together. You get an experience with both mechanical motors, gears, a little robot car, and then also the programming aspects of electronics.
We're working with creating different circuit boards and soldering our own circuit boards, and then writing code to flash to them, and then that's going to run a motor to control a robot. So there's a lot of really deep concepts that I didn't think I would ever understand, which I'm applying. It's a lot more hands-on, a lot more lab and real experience oriented. Cheerleading is all about physics. So you see a lot of application of the way you spin, the way you flip, things like that. You can definitely correlate it to a lot of the principles that you learn in physics or mechanics classes. Cheerleading at Illinois provides you with a whole different stage when you're cheering at the games. It's such an incredible high to know that you were a part of that, you started that. Our coach likes to stress the amount of importance that she places on us to uphold sort of an image of an Illinois cheerleader. So that just involves being responsible and respectful around campus. Cheerleading takes up a large part of every day. We have practices and lifting sessions and games. You have to be there, 3 hours early for a football game. So it's a large part of my life day to day. It helps me schedule my time, that I have different blocks where I have to fit in. I can study for an hour here, I can do this for an hour there. In high school, you can really get by with just studying the night before exams, and I found out that sort of balance wasn't necessarily the optimal balance. You have to use your time wisely. You have to know that if I have an hour here and I have an assignment due in a couple days, I'm going to work on that assignment for this hour because I might not have that time.
We are hoping to prepare them for industry. Get them ready, not necessarily knowing exactly what they're going to be doing at those industries, but knowing how to teach themselves what they are going to need to do at that company.
I definitely think Illinois has prepared me, and I think employers do recognize that. Every interview that I went on that was in office, they stressed sort of the importance of Illinois recruits. If U of I grads weren't in such high demand, you wouldn't have the hundreds of companies coming to campus to specifically get U of I grads. Well, I currently have a job, so I will be employed when I graduate, which is a great relief. My name is DiMonte. This is my Illinois engineering experience.